Hello everybody, I'm here today to film my February wrap-up. I did not read that many books this month, but the books that I did read were really enjoyable and definitely worth sharing more about. The first book I read this month was The Arrival by Sean Tan. This is a graphic novel that follows the story of an immigrant as he moves from his native land to a new country. The story has a very whimsical and Oz-like way of sharing a story of cultural assimilation. The pictures within this book are truly stunning and thought-provoking. I was able to read through this book several times in one sitting, and I really enjoyed the pictures within this book. I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. The second book I read this month was The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie. This is a young adult novel that follows the main character Junior through his freshman year of high school. As the title suggests, Junior is a Spokane Indian, and very early on in the story, he decides that he no longer wants to go to the high school that is on his reservation, but rather he wants to go to the local public school nearby. As you can imagine, a lot of things happen to Junior throughout this story. He struggles with not only transitioning into high school, but also struggling with being a poor Native American at a primarily rich white school. I really enjoyed this novel. It was really honest and heartfelt. My only real beef with it is that it covers some dark and heavy issues, and I think based on the content, the novel should be written at a higher reading level, because I was really hoping for more emotion and more grown-up inner monologue from Junior. I also gave this book 4 stars on Goodreads. Next this month, I read Newsies Stories of the Unlikely Broadway Hit. This book covers a lot of information. It has historical research about Newsies, information about the film, and then lots of information about the musical. The book has just about everything you'd want to know about the musical, from production to stage development, all the way to the first year anniversary of this musical on Broadway. When I first got this book, I thought it was going to be more of a picture book, but reading through it, I was surprised with all the information that is in this book. This book actually took a couple days to get through, but I was really surprised by the larger-than-life photographs that are in these photos. I saw this musical back in May of 2012, and reading through this book, I felt like I was back in the Nearlander Theater seeing it once again. I gave this book 4 stars on Goodreads. After that, I picked up Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, and hands down, this has to be one of the best contemporary novels I have read in a very long time. This is a story about a college freshman named Kath. Kath is internet famous for her fanfic that she writes on Simon Snow. Simon Snow is basically our equivalent of like Harry Potter. This book follows Kath through various relationships in her life, her twin sister that also goes to the same university as her mother, her father, her roommate, a professor, and of course, a love interest. I think I enjoyed this book so much because of the social anxiety that was presented by Kath about starting college. I think a lot of times the media overlooks how awkward and uncomfortable college can be when you start. I think this novel does a really great job of showing someone breaking out of their shell and becoming an adult and learning what to stand for, but most importantly, how to be a really good fanfic writer. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. The final book I read this month was Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs, and oh my goodness, this book was great. Why did I not pick it up sooner? There's really no easy way to describe the plot, but basically there's a family tragedy, and then the main character Jacob wants to find out more, so him and his father take a trip to an island off the coast of Wales. There Jacob finds an old orphanage, way secluded from the rest of the town, and he has a feeling like, hey, something's up with this orphanage, and the story just kind of goes from there. He learns more about his family and this home that he learns has peculiar children in it, and the book is great. I read the entire book in one day. There's photographs intertwined with the plot, and they are so darn cool. Ransom Riggs is a genius. I highly recommend this book if you haven't read it already, and I'm so excited to read Hollow Cities, and I'm really looking forward to picking up the graphic novel that goes along with this book. I gave this book 5 stars on Goodreads. Those are the 5 books I read during the month of February. I'm hoping to do a little bit better in my reading during March because I feel like I could have read a little bit more in February, I just chose not to. Like always, I will go ahead and leave my social media links in the description below, including my Goodreads. Feel free to follow or add me there if you like, and if you liked this video, please feel free to subscribe and comment. Maybe share with me your favorite books that you read during the month of February, or just say hello. And until next time, happy reading!